Good day, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. Listen, I'm glad to have you guys here today. What we're going to do is we're going to talk about the coronavirus, the new coronavirus that's in China. But it's more than just in China. It's spreading to other countries, but they're isolated cases a lot of times. Like the United States is an isolated case, and I seen pictures of the guy that has it or whatever, and the people are they were moving him in a gurney. He was on a gurney, and the people that were pulling him, they had on uh, very specialized equipment. So they're to protect themselves, because I hear reports that just one, I don't know if they're true or not, but I hear one in China, that one of the patients, that has this virus infected 14 healthcare workers. Uh, I think that that's a very, very, uh, how would I say it? Very, very infectious disease. Unlike the typical SARS, which was SARS, from what I understand, is you had to have fairly close contact with a person. You could catch it from human to human, but it required fairly close contact, like maybe kissing or eating after the person or whatever. Like people eat after one another. That's a common practice around the world. People eat after one another. In some countries people don't, but a lot of countries they do, and it's not uncommon. Anyway, moving on, talking about this virus, let's start the charts right here and take a look at what's going on. Read the headlines today about this spreading virus. Uh, the coronavirus claims its sixth victim as anxiety rises in China. Well, no wonder. I mean, if I was in China right now, I would be very, very nervous and very, very upset about this. In fact, if I was in China, and even though I'm over here, I'm very nervous and upset about it, because I think it differs in many ways from what we've dealt with before in these other coronaviruses. This is its own strain. This is a new strain. See, and how we don't have all the details on it yet, but I'm seeing a picture emerging in my mind of a possibility that a lot of people, maybe this is the tip of the iceberg, what we're actually seeing, that a lot of people might have this virus, but it's presenting itself as a flu, especially in the initial stages, and they don't know they actually have the virus. They just think they got a flu or a cold, you know? And then those people might go to the market or whatever. They might be snuffling, sneezing. Their nose might be running, They might be touching door handles and everything else in China, I mean. And then a few days later, it turns into pneumonia. And then then they go into the hospital and they're diagnosed. This could be the case. Now, I'm not saying this is the case, but I think there's a likelihood that this is the case of what's going on in China. So we might be looking at the tip of the iceberg of how many more cases are going to develop over the upcoming weeks in China. Myself, personally, my opinion is I think that they should do something about the airplanes moving or people around very quickly from one place to another, especially out of China. I mean, this is something that is a threat to the entire world as far as I see it. Because not so much that the virus would kill everybody. I don't think that this virus is extremely deadly, but what it could do in to the world as far as concerns the world is an ecosystem. And in this ecosystem, we have something called just-in-time delivery. And the like the postman brings your mail, and the guy that drives the truck, he brings your food to the grocery store, and the people that work at the power company, they keep your lights turned on, and the people that work at the internet company, they keep your ISP working, your internet provider working, and they keep your internet turned on, and it goes all the way down through the system. Even the people that work at the banks, they have to do their work in order for your bank account to work, in order for your credit cards to work, and everything else, And the world won't function if everybody is sick. It just won't function. And I mean, then what happens is there's spin-offs of that. So this is what we could be dealing with if this turns into a worldwide pandemic and everybody starts coming down with it. I mean, this is, it needs to be stopped. It needs to be, the Chinese need to, possibly, while it's still small, do something about it in order to contain it. This is what I'm saying. And so, anyway, reading more of these stories here, it says, first, United States case of Wuhan coronavirus confirmed by the Center for Disease Control. Let's go to this article. If it is an article, it is an article. First U.S. case of Wuhan virus. I'll stop the video as soon as it starts here. There we go. First case of Wuhan coronavirus confirmed by the Center for Disease Control. CNN, the United States has its first confirmed case of the new virus that appeared in Wuhan, China last month. So this is only a month. It's only been a month. Exponential growth. If this thing only started a month ago with one person, and then two, and then 4, and then 8, and then 16, and then 32, 64, 128. Now, if we go back a month and we count those multiples, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. That's where we're at right about now. So that's 9 times. It's multiplied 9 times in about a month. Well, following that law of exponential growth, we can pretty much see the numbers right here. We got like 9 times in like 30 days. If we extend it out for the next 30 days, now that we're at like 256, if we extend that out for the next 30 days, and considering the population of China is 1.4 billion, we can start to see the implications of this exponential growth. At this point, can they stop it in China? This is big questions I have. And if they can stop it in China, or if they can't stop it in China, say they can't stop it in China, can they stop it then from spreading to other countries and going through the populations of other countries? It would be bad. I mean, it would be terrible. It would be a tragedy beyond imagining if it were to go through the entire Chinese population alone, besides go through the world population. Wouldn't it be a little bit prudent right now to take extra special, move extra special? Of course, now, here's the thing, guys. Wednesday, I guess, the World Health Organization is going to convene a meeting, and they're going to decide whether or whether not to declare this an official world emergency, a world health emergency. I think they should, because I think we're dealing with something here that has a lot of potential, because considering that it would start with one person back 30 days ago, and now it's doubled like 9 times. Now, moving that off into the next level, 9 more times in the next 30 days, where would it be? And as we see the news reports coming out, and we can see the effect of this exponential growth of the virus in the news reports. Every day, it's like more people's got it. More people's dying. This is dangerous, guys. Let's take a look now here at... it says, how dangerous is China's Wuhan coronavirus? New China warning against cover-up as number of cases jumps. It's moving so fast. Look, some of these reports, they haven't even taken them down yet. They just put them up. Like yesterday, it says Wuhan virus outbreak. Authorities confirm the 4th death. Now we're up to 6 deaths. New China viruses. Cases triple as infection spreads to Beijing and Shanghai. Oh my gosh. Beijing. Even the city it originated in's got 10 million people. China confirms that new coronavirus can be transmitted between humans. Well, I kind of figured that before they even announced it. You know? Coronavirus spread. China virus in humans. Not surprising, says doctor. The Guardian view on the new coronavirus. Be alert, not afraid. I don't altogether agree with that, and I'm going to tell you why. They don't want the masses to be afraid, but fear sometimes is a good thing. It can protect you. Fear can protect you. Fear can cause people to move into action to prevent this virus. So if the whole world's not afraid, and they're just running around not afraid, and they're just basically saying, oh, well, I mean, that's not going to help anything. But if the whole world is afraid, then they're going to take action. They're going to take real positive action to try to stop this thing in its tracks. And so maybe what we need is a bit of fear in the population instead of complacency. Okay. Wuhan government boosts measures to curb spread of new virus. Shanghai reports 4 new coronavirus cases, totaling 6. Coronavirus confirmed cases need rise to more than 300. 6 deaths in China. Well, that's a more up-to-date article. It's moving faster than the articles can even keep up with it here. This is what happens with exponential growth. Listen, guys, I'm going to keep you up to date on this channel on the virus. This is my channel I'm reporting on the virus on, okay? Now, if you aren't tuned into my other channels, Financial Turmoil Explained and my Bitcoin channel, and Bitcoin's on the rise, and then my other channel, Financial Turmoil Explained, deals with the regular financials, like the markets and stuff. Whereas the Delta Report is my Bitcoin channel. Okay? Listen, thank you guys for listening to this show. Like and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll catch you guys in the very next show. Bye-bye.